So you're already familiar with a bunch of different types of data, like lists and queues for instance. But have you ever heard of a stack? You haven't? Well, then stay tuned and listen up. A stack is another type of dynamic data structure, which of course means that a stack can be expanded however much it needs to be to adapt to the number of values put into it. The most important thing to remember about stacks though is that only the topmost element is accessible, as opposed to a queue where you can only access the first element. Stacks are most commonly used to store return addresses or function calls. To make things a bit clearer, we'll show you how a stack is structured. Unlike a list, which is arranged horizontally, a stack is arranged vertically. The best way to think of it is like a box that's only open at the top. This means you can only stack the elements in the box from the top down. At the same time, you can only take the elements out starting from the top and working towards the bottom. So if you want to get the element all the way at the bottom, you first need to remove all the ones on top of it. This is also called the LIFO method, or last in, first out. That is, the last element piled on the stack is the first one that gets taken out. This is exactly the opposite of the first in, first out or FIFO method. So remember, a stack works according to the last in, first out method. Now of course, if you want to put something into or take something out of the stack, you need to use certain operations. First, there's the push operation. This operation is used to place a value on top of the stack. Its counterpart is the pop or pull operation. This operation makes it possible to take the topmost element and remove it from the stack. And in some systems, there's another one called the peek operation. This operation makes it possible to read the topmost element without removing it from the stack. So the thing to remember is that a stack has the operations push, pop and peek. Okay, so let's see if we can visualize all this. My favorite hobby is playing pool and filling up all the pockets. It's kind of the same principle as a stack. In this case, the pocket would be the stack itself. Using push, you can sink a ball into the pocket, like this red one here. Then we put a yellow one in the same pocket. Now we can use peek to look into the pocket. We see that the yellow ball is sitting on top, of course. If we want to take the red ball out of the pocket, we first have to take out any balls stacked up on top of it. In this case, it's just the yellow one. So we use pop to take out the topmost ball. Following the last in, first out method, that was the last one we put in the pocket. So we take out the yellow ball. Now, the red one is the only ball left in the pocket, and we can take it out too. And that, my friends, is exactly how a stack works. So what do you need to remember for today? A stack is a dynamic data structure. In this one though, only the topmost element is accessible. All elements are placed in the stack from the top. What's more, a stack works according to the last in, first out method. A stack has the operations push, pop and peek. Okay folks, that's it for now. But since I know you guys, I'm sure I'll be seeing you in the next video.